Hey, how did it go? Were you able to copy some HTML code, create your first HTML file, and view it in the browser? Or either way, if you went to CodePen, great job on creating some HTML code. So now we're going to get into the meaning of the tags. So the basics of an HTML tag, and for the most part, there you have opening and closing tags. So here's some definition parts. So we've got the start of the tag, where we typically have a P for paragraph. The content is in the middle, and then we have a closing tag that indicates this is the end of the element. And there's quite a lot of different HTML pages, so we're going to take a look at those, as well as there's a guide for learning more about HTML available at the Mozilla Developer Network. So this is a very thorough guide, and it gives you a listing as well as examples of all of the different HTML tags. And we're going to start this lesson with some simple tags. So we've got the H1 that we just did see. So this is a heading tag. So what I want you to do is to pause the video, open up your editor, create an H1 tag with your name as the content between the tags, and then also add a paragraph. So paragraph is with a P and opening and closing, and then put a secret message within the paragraph tag and save it to your HTML. It will give you some more information on the meaning of these tags coming up, as well as I'll walk you through this exercise. So I hope you had an opportunity to try that out. Now let's take a quick look at some of the documentation for the HTML elements. And this website, the devdocs.io, has a listing of all of the HTML elements. So just as we saw, we just did the H1, and you can select whatever tag that you want to find out more information about, click it, and you'll see an example of the code in action, what it looks like in the output, and there's some more information and meaning that's behind each and every tag. So this is a great website if you want to simply explore and find out exactly what those HTML tags mean and how to write them and add them into your code. And this has got a full listing of all of the different tags. There's also the Mozilla Developer Network. So if you are looking to find out more definitions or want to see more examples of various tags and how they're used, there's an excellent guide located over at the Mozilla Developer Network. And so Mozilla, obviously, they're famous for creating Firefox, the browser, and you can go through some of this introduction to the HTMLs. They've got a nice HTML cheat sheet as well. So this has all of the listings of all the different HTML tags, version of HTML that they're compatible with. So right now we're on HTML5, and as you can see, this is HTML4. So there is a difference, and some of the tags come with HTML5, and they're compatible with HTML5. So HTML is always backwards compatible, so you can write the older tags as well, but this is when they came out with those tags. And we're going to be going through a whole bunch of tags as you go through the lessons. So not to worry, lots of opportunity to practice and find out more information on how these tags work. And now for the solution to that exercise. So we want to use the H1 tag. So just type it as H1, and then you can place the content that you want displayed as the H1 within the H tags. I'm going to keep my browser window opened on the right-hand side so that we can see the changes that are being taken place. And I'll minimize my editor as well as hiding the files that we're working on. So when I refresh, we see we've got my name written nice and big there as an H1. I'll also add in a paragraph, and then also adding in a message within the paragraph area. So let's refresh, and we'll see that get rendered out. So as you can see with the HTML, we can already have some distinction between the text and the content. So it's not just all one blob of content. And there's going to be more information about the various tags and how HTML handles spacing and white space within the source files, and a whole bunch of useful information about HTML coming up.